Da, 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 da. I can close that. Hello, welcome everyone to Taimanin Tuesday. It feels like a while since I played this game on stream, but it's literally only last week. Alright, so, unfortunately, Maya Cordelia is real money only right now. I do not intend to pay $45 for her, so we are waiting until she is completely free to play. But we have the event story, She from the Stars, so we will be doing that. I don't know if I'm getting this though. We did not get a gacha for it, from the looks of it, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, anyways. I might be able to get this with the... that pose. Anyways, we will be doing She from the Stars. She from the Star. But first, let's see how high we can climb in VR. I do have Taimanin Squad in the background because I did not do everything I need to do in Taimanin Squad before stream. So I have literally 2 Taimanin games playing right now. Oh wow, so good damage, rank 90. 2k body, 2k health bars, not bad. I forgot to use my supporter. Oh, okay, it should be fine. Yeah, I still do good damage. Oh, I got knocked out of World Reverse. That's unfortunate. If I can wait for her to start the clone, yeah, like right now. I mistimed it. Nice. Yeah, it did pretty well. see, I can activate that. Doing pretty well so far, so let's try this again. I don't have any skip tickets, so I kind of want to just keep doing this. Also, I need to grab my, my tablet. Tablet. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay, got it. Oh. I wasted way too much time there. Okay, let's try this again, and this time let's pay attention when I start the... I also have a message on Discord. What's this about? Oh. Did I use Yaksha's Judgment there? I did. Okay. I forgot to use my supporter. Oh, what? She hit me and all my skills went on cooldown. Fudge. And I got stunned. I didn't get knocked out of it. Fudge. Okay. He's out of my way. Yeah, she keeps putting me on cooldown, so I'm not able to use Yaksha's Judgment as much as I should be able to, or I want to. I only did 1k, unfortunately. Oh, it's assist. Assist, we can attack down, ultimate damage down, I think. I'm definitely not reaching the, Why is Arcanathlon loading up? Hang on. How many more? Okay, I think I can do this twice more. No, let's do it. Let's do it again. Actually, you know what? Let's just go straight to, Shoot from the Star. Alright, so I've actually done... I skipped the story, but I've actually done this one. So... I don't know the story. We are going to get into it. I don't know who I'm going to pick. I know Rinko is involved in the story because she appears, but I think someone else... I think I'll pick Saika. Because I still need to train her up. The era where when humanity began to venture into space. Many planets within the solar system have been terraformed, and humanity's influence has spread throughout the entire solar system. Humanity's first steps into space naturally triggered a transformation in all of humanity. And the growing appearance of those called space humans who did not consider Earth their home resulted in inevitable changes in ideology. Wait, isn't this just Gundam? It was historical inevitability that space humans launched a space federal government, recognizing the sovereignty of each colonial planet in order to rectify the Earth-centric ideal of the past. This is just Gundam! Thus, the reunification of humanity was achieved and decades passed. Despite the efforts of the people, the conflict between the old humans, who cling to the authority of the past, and the space humans continued endlessly. Oh yeah, I forgot to, post my tweet everywhere. Give me one moment. "23 minutes ago, wow." Okay. Oh, I read this part, I think. Thus the reunification of humanity was achieved in decades past. Despite the efforts of the people, the conflict between the old humans and who clings to the authority of the past and the space humans continued endlessly. Neo-Terra, which embraces Earth as the birthplace of humanity, believes that space should be managed by those who live there. New Solar wishes for autonomy by space colonies and colony planets, which are led by the planet Titan. And Cordelia is the third faction that follows right behind them. Cordelia is an artificial celestial city, standing as the largest fortress in the solar system at 56 kilometers in diameter. That's not that big. 56 kilometers. What is that in freedom units? 56 kilometers. 34 miles. 34 miles in diameter. Yeah, that's not that much. Although it is a small city-state with a population of only 3.53 million. How do you fit 3.53 million in a 36-kilometer diameter? Okay, so hang on. 34 diameter circumference. So it has a circumference of 106 miles. 107 miles. Area of a circle with a circumference of 107. $911 square. 900. Wait, would this be? Yeah, I think square miles, right? So 911 square miles. What cities in the world are 911 square miles big? List of largest cities by area. Total area. Why are these kilometers? 50,000 square kilometers. Okay, well that's kind of big. Okay. 911 miles to kilometers. 1,500 oh, okay, so let's round that up to 15. It's 1466. So let's round that up to 1,500. Let's round it up to 1,500, and we have a city: Cleveland, Ohio, Orlando, Florida, Seattle. Seattle is a pretty populated city, and that's 3,000 square kilometers. And that has the same, that has 3.9 million people in it. So you're telling me that they have slightly less than the population of Seattle in half of the, like half of the area? That's ridiculous. Let's see. And had succeeded in developing the Armored Cavalry, a humanoid mobile weapon with armor capable of withstanding direct hits from main battleship cannons. Because of this, they gained military power that overwhelms Neoterra and New Solar, and have rapidly expanded their influence over humanity. The Princess of the Celestial City, Cordelia, is Maya Cordelia. As the daughter of the previous Archduke, she is considered the rightful successor to the title. What an outfit. Although she is called a genius due to her lineage and innate sensibilities, she has also earned the admiration of those around her and the deep trust of the vast majority of Cordelia's citizens through her continuous hard work and exemplary behavior. And currently she is deployed into space to adjust and fine-tune her personal armored cavalry. So she too uses an AC. Utilizing data gathered from past sorties, the final adjustments have been applied. Wait a second. I think I might have been doing something wrong. Okay. So, it was a circumference of 107, right? Circumference 107 area. Yeah, okay. So circumference area sphere. Okay, so if it's a sphere, that makes a lot more sense, because it would have 3,644 square miles. That's a lot more believable. How big is the Earth? Circumference of 24,000 miles. Yeah, that's okay. That's a lot more believable now. If I consider it as a sphere instead of like a floating disc in the space, then yeah. This is Maya Cordelia. All armament tests complete for the Armored Cavalry Zex. Requesting permission to return to the battleship Tristan. This is the battleship Tristan. Confirmed. There seems to be a problem on the port side. Please stand by at your current location. Understood. Please take your time so you can prepare without rushing. After finishing her official report, Maya relaxed inside the cockpit of her personal Armored Cavalry Zex. Did something unexpected happen? Now that work here is done, I just want to head back as soon as possible. Maya has just finished the live fire test of the latest Armored Cavalry Zex, which she has operated for the first time. Zwei also delivered excellent performance as a personal unit, but this sure is a next-generation machine after all. The incredible acceleration felt as if the craft were being propelled forward, delivering a sensation of speed nearly twice that of Maya's personal unit, the Zwei, thanks to the enhanced performance of the fusion reactor and drivetrain. Feeling fatigued after finishing the test, she waited for the return order. Oh wait, I think I missed that one. She looked absentmindedly at the dark space, twinkling stars and flowing debris spread out before her eyes. What is that? Something strange entered Maya's field of vision. It was a fog. It looks like fog to the bare eyes, but there's no way such thing can happen because this is space, a total vacuum. Tristan, do you copy? Tristan? I have confirmed fog. Can you observe it from your side too? Fog. Is that space fog? We have confirmed its existence on our side as well. But this is strange. The data is a mess and can't be retrieved properly. Is it because of the distance? Understood. I will attempt to retrieve the data using Zex's sensors. Maya attempted to communicate, but realized that the state of the machine was not normal. The sensors classified the fog as an unidentified anomaly, and the radar returns were equally erratic. Is there some kind of data corrupting radio waves in the space fog? I guess it's possible since it's a space phenomenon we've only heard rumors about. Maya knew of its existence through rumors, a fog in space that appears extremely rarely. Because of its appearance like a fog, it's called space fog. But in reality, what it really is has not been identified. It is considered an omen of unfortunate events among space travelers. And there are also cases where battleships or transport ships were swallowed by the space fog and lost contact. There have been no cases of space fog appearing near Cordelia, so naturally this is Maya's first time encountering it. So that's space fog. It really looks like the fog is rolling in, out here in space. Maya tried operating the radar and other equipment manually, but the machine could not retrieve detailed data. Since this is a rare opportunity, I want to get at least some information. With that thought, she moved closer, staying just within safe range right at the edge of the fog. If anything happened, she thought Zex would be able to shake it off. Encountering an unknown phenomenon during the new machine testing, it's so cliche that I think my sister will laugh at it. Cracking a light joke, she worked the controls with a hint of nervousness, though the controller felt deeply familiar. The gravity of the situation left the inside of her pilot suit drenched in sweat. After approaching the space fog, she manually operates the sensors in an attempt to gather information again. This time, the state-of-the-art sensor mounted on Zex begins to collect information. I heard it was a rare phenomenon, but I don't see any particularly useful information. Huh? The range of the space fog has expanded. I was too distracted by the data recovery that I made an elementary mistake. To focus on the monitor, she completely missed what was happening outside. Maya immediately fired up Zex's boosters, attempting to break free from the shroud of the fog. But it vibrates again. When she turned her gaze to the machine's external sensor, or external monitor, there were fish with shapes she had never seen or heard of swimming. Dozens of creatures like fish or squid, about 3 meters long and shimmering in ice-shading fluorescent colors, were swimming in outer space. They had tentacles growing out of their mouths, and they were emitting light beams from their tips, attacking the humanoid mobile weapon as if they had recognized it as an enemy. Maya Cordelia. This is life forms confirmed within the space fog. How is this possible? Maya was shaking. She's never seen any creature that can survive and swim in outer space before. Being far smaller than the armored cavalry, the creature's attacks were no threat, so Maya kept watching it, deeply shaken. Alright, this is not the time to be sightseeing. I have to get out of the fog quickly. Maya recalled the situation she was in and used the armored cavalry's arms to gently push the attacking creatures away. She wanted to avoid provoking them any further as she backtracked the way she had come, or so she thought. What's happening? The machine is being pulled? But as Maya tried to turn back, a massive gravitational pull surged from within the fog, as if to seize her and drag her backwards. The force gripped Zex, pulling the humanoid machine and Maya toward the center of the fog. This is bad. I'm completely bound? Even with Zex's output, I cannot escape. Maya immediately deployed the boosters, but even so, she couldn't escape the pull. Not only that, but as time passed, the pull became stronger and stronger. In a place like this, Maya hurriedly pressed the emergency transmitter with all her might, and her existence completely vanished from this world. Communication with Maya's unit is lost. She suddenly disappeared. Was she shot down? There's no traces of combat. Could it be some kind of accident? Find her no matter what. Form a search party right now. Ah? What is it this time? The range of the space fog is gradually narrowing. Completely vanished. The space fog has completely disappeared. That doesn't make sense. What about Zex? What about Princess Maya? She's nowhere to be seen. How can that be? She's the Princess of Cordelia. Search party, depart as soon as you are ready. Find Princess Maya, no matter what. However, despite the desperate search that followed, not a single trace of Maya Cordelia was found. She got isekai'd. On that same day, the task force was conducting an operation to search a small city in Japan where an earthquake had recently occurred at the request of Section 3. According to the data received from Section 3, this area doesn't often experience earthquakes, but out of nowhere, a powerful localized earthquake had occurred. Due to this highly unnatural situation, they suspect there might be some other factors involved, so they deployed the task force to handle this case. It certainly is a very peculiar situation. While investigating the situation, Fumo was clutching his head over a situation that could only be described that way. In terms of damage, the earthquake only caused some property damage to the residents. But, for some reason, after the earthquake occurred, rampant demonic beasts began to appear gradually from the location presumed to be the epicenter. The task force had already fought through several battles against them, successfully repelling the threat every single time. However, the demonic beasts were far too many, and they were severely short-handed with only the personnel brought in for the investigation. Okay, so we got Emily and Shikanosuke. The evacuation of the local residents is complete. Thank you. Please go and check again, just in case. If there's anyone left behind, there will be a big problem. Okay. How's it on the front lines? Has the number of demonic beasts decreased a bit? Yeah, it seems like they're just observing this time. Since Hebiko and Rinko are out there shouldn't be any more problems this time either. Oh, I can switch to Hebiko for Canon. Then that's a relief. For now, tell them not to reveal too many of our cards. If there's a mastermind present, it would be foolish to reveal all of our hand. Gotcha. Well, with numbers like this, using Ninja R won't even be necessary with Rinko here. Phew, looks like we'll get through today safely as well. Well, what on earth is going on? Why are rampaging demonic beasts suddenly swarming in like this? Did the gate connected to the demon realm appear somewhere due to the earthquake? However, no information that the data received from Section 3 indicated that. And there's more. Since yesterday, the mission objective has changed from... Sorry. I need to drink something. And there's more. Since yesterday, the mission objective has changed from earthquake investigation to city blockade. Now the task force led by Fuma has to carry out patrols, resident evacuation, and even demonic beast neutralization for the entire city with a mere handful of members. Perhaps Section 3 and the people in the Japanese government were also shaken by the situation that is gradually getting worse. I wonder if there's anyone who'd send us some reinforcements. Even as he thought that, demon-related crimes were rising worldwide, making personnel shortages a common crisis across every nation. And Fuma was not the type of dreamer to imagine that a third party would provide support for free, so the size that escapes to this became heavier as the days went by. Let's see, what should we do about this? If it goes on like this, we'll be stuck in the region for several months. Thinking that, Fuma sighed again. The mission, organized by the Japanese government, was supposed to focus on surveying the city and heading to the epicenter to assess the damage. However, they were suddenly forced to contend with demonic beasts as well. Worse yet, only a handful of task force members have been deployed for the investigation. Severely short-handed, Section 3 provided them with intelligence later on. And since then, this operation was now being treated as a top-secret mission with Section 3 as the main entity. Well, if it involves demonic beasts, it is not easy to disclose information to the general public. Fuma fell deep in thought while examining the information received from Section 3 before the start of the top-secret operation. And the information obtained from the investigations and battles so far. If they don't do something, they'll either be stuck in this region for several months, or they'll continue this warfare attrition until their stamina runs out. Where are the demonic beasts coming from? If we find that out, we could at least end the battles. As time passed, Emily returned from her patrol, and so did Rinko, Hebiko, and Shikanosuke, who had gone out to neutralize the demonic beasts. The evacuation of the southern region is complete. The demonic beast attack has also been brought to a temporary close. It was the eastern region this time. Yesterday was the western region. Where are the demonic beasts coming from? If we knew that, we could suppress the appearance point at once and at least put an end to the demonic beast attack. At Fuma's words, everyone sighed in fatigue. Since they didn't know the location, they could only take improvised measures every time. From the battle so far, I figured out that once we endure a wave, there's no next attack for a while, so take this opportunity to rest a little. Seriously, they aren't that strong, but the numbers keep pulling up. And if a powerful entity like a high-ranking demon appears all of a sudden... Right, getting used to the weak demonic beasts and letting our guard down would be dangerous. It's best to always stay on alert, but... if we're just constantly on alert, we'll get tired quickly. Here, take these energy supplement pills. It feels like it's seeping in my brain. Taking the pill that Emily, who doubles as a school nurse, had prepared for the occasions just like this, they felt their fatigue somehow melting away, even if the wounds remained unhealed. The expressions on Hibiko and others softened, and they took a short break in relief. After a short rest, let's start today's investigation. We must figure out the enemy's objective before we pass by any means necessary. But even when I try using Sona, it feels like the demonic beasts are appearing out of nowhere. I think that was supposed to be sonar. It doesn't feel like there's a gate to the demonic realm, but rather they're being indiscriminately teleported to this area. If so, that means there's someone teleporting them, but there shouldn't be any strategic significance to this region. There's no dangerous research going on, no special ore to be discovered, nor any news of someone's special abilities hiding. According to the report from Section 3, this place has always been an extremely ordinary city. No sighting of demons or demonic beasts before, and people like Taimanin have never come here for missions. At least until now. It's really just an ordinary city. But thinking about why such an ordinary city is being targeted so intensively was beginning to hurt Fuma's head. Anyway, the top priority in our mission is to investigate the cause of the demonic beast running wild. In case of emergency, if the task force falls into a dangerous situation, keep in mind to withdraw quickly using Rinko's Void Art. After repelling the demonic beast's attack several times, Fuma and the task force arrived at an area of the city that had been closed off. This was the place where the demonic beasts were first spotted before they started attacking one after another as they do now. Shikanosuke, please scout the surroundings with your elect art. Hibiko, please guard Shikanosuke. Rinko and Miss Emily, please keep watch on the perimeter. Fuma gave the orders and entered the city to begin the investigation. There are no signs of people in the sealed-off city, but a faint, unsettling atmosphere lingered. Perhaps it was due to the long years that this place had sat abandoned, or the way a cold chill lingered like an unspoken threat. I feel something. It's coming this way with tremendous force. What a massive tremor! There must be a ton of them! A moment later, Shikanosuke and Hibiko shouted while reporting the search results. It hasn't even been that long since the last wave. Are they survivors from the previous battles, or did they just take over these ruins as new territory? Whichever it is, they're getting in the way of our investigation. I'll cut them down. I'll leave the front line to you. Shikanosuke and Hibiko, keep searching to see if there are any other demonic beasts. I'll provide support, Rinko. That's reassuring. Then, let's go. I wonder if there's going to be new enemies for this. I haven't checked the collection yet, so oh wait, actually I don't think there is, because I remember doing this. Cleanup complete. What about the rest? No sign of life, I guess. There are no moving demonic beasts either. Upon hearing that, Rinko shook the blood from her beloved sword and returned it to its scabbard. Emily also switched her equipment to standby mode and relaxed her guard. Those demonic beasts from earlier didn't look like they were actively attacking us. They looked like they were running away from something. Fuma observed the battle situation and got that feeling. It felt like we were just in the way, as they ran in a straight line, fleeing from something. Right, it felt like they attacked not to kill us, but because we got in their way of escape. In their attack, I felt fear, not murderous intent. If that's the case, could there be something in that direction it was fleeing from? I don't know about that, but the situation is different from before. I think it's worth investigating. I agree. If we go on like this, the demonic beast range of activity might expand toward the refugees. We have to improve the situation as soon as possible. After sharing the talk for a moment, they looked toward where Shikanosuke and Hebiko were gathered. There's something strange over there. What is this? Yeah, it looks like something's vibrating. What is it? You two, can you give me a more specific report? I can't help it. I've never sensed anything like this before. What is this? Some kind of metal, but it's strange. Shikanosuke seems to be struggling to find words that accurately describe the sensation. Hebiko was like Shikanosuke, looking more bewildered than confused. If it's near there, or if it's over there, according to the Section 3's intelligence, that's near the suspected epicenter, right? According to the information we received via satellite, there shouldn't be anything there. If we trust Shikanosuke and Hebiko's senses, there might be something there that can't be perceived by the machines. At Emily's prediction, everyone held their breath. Can't be perceived by the machines. I hadn't considered that possibility yet. Right, we've been putting it off because of the demonic beast attacks, but it might be necessary to go to the epicenter and see it with our own eyes. What? I don't really want to. I have a strange feeling about it. Well, I'll trust Shikanosuke and Hebiko's senses. It might be dangerous, but we need to search deeper. We'll withdraw immediately if it gets dangerous, so let's head inside with Rinko at the center.
Uma-chanのパートナー、ヘビコ水産。
Such a huge number and we didn't notice this? That's what I'm saying, I get a really strange feeling near the center part. Thanks to that, my Elekard isn't working at all. The closer we get, the stranger I feel. It doesn't feel like an ordinary earthquake happened here. Since two people who specialize in searching are saying this, it must be quite a strange sensation. And in front of Fuma and his squad, who are holding their breath, countless rampaging demonic beasts are gathered around the ruins in the alleged epicenter. There's a massive number of them. The sheer volume was comparable to the demon invasion wave they had suppressed before. Wait a minute. What's wrong, Shikanosuke? There's someone in the center there. It's a human. They're still alive. They're wearing clothes I've never seen before, and they're fighting with a strangely shaped sword. Weird clothes and a sword. Does that mean it's a demon? Is it a civilian who couldn't evacuate in time? If it's a demon, there's a possibility that they're the cause of all this, but if they're in the center of such bloodthirsty demonic beasts, they're probably already... Since Shikanosuke said they are alive, I will believe it. We have to save them. Fuma said and immediately looked around to see if there was anything useful. But this place was a ruin, and it's the epicenter of the earthquake. Perhaps caught in the considerable tremors, buildings and constructs were all in a state of collapse. At this rate, we can't approach without being seen. Let's close the distance at once and launch a surprise attack. Rinko, you charge on. Shikanosuke, confuse him with Eleckhart. Miss Emily, provide support with gunfire. And I'll go save that person, so Hebiko, please provide cover for me. Leave it to me, I'll protect you for sure. There's no time, let's move quickly. As soon as Fuma spoke, Rinko, who had been stealing herself in the meantime, dashed out. A moment later, Shikanosuke charged electricity into animal forms and attacked the demonic beast as a diversion. As for Rinko engaged in close combat, Shikanosuke's electric animals rampaged, and demonic beasts began to waver as they were attacked from their defenseless backs. Miss Emily's gunfire instantly upgraded their confusion to absolute bewilderment. Hebiko, watch my back. Leave it to me. I like how he just clips through the building. Get lost, seriously, they're surging out endlessly. As Rinko brandished her sword and threatened the demonic beasts to drive them away, they realized they couldn't win and soon retreated. By the end, they were quite exhausted. What in the world is going on? Still, it's a relief that everyone is safe. Ugh. Turning his head toward the woman he had shielded to keep her from getting caught up in the crossfire, he saw her staring warily at Fuma, or rather the entire task force. She doesn't look like a civilian. Perhaps this was her first time seeing the Taimanins fight. Information about Taimanins is managed by the government and hidden from the general public. Unless it's Taimanin, Taima 5, which is like Power Rangers except it's Taimanins. If that's the case, fighting in front of her makes things a bit complicated, but still, they saved her life. Fuma thought that he would have to write a letter of apology later, concluding that this incident couldn't be helped. Are you okay? You're safe now. Yes, looks like we can communicate. It appears so. If it's not too much to ask, could you tell us why you came to this city? Judging by the woman's equipment, she definitely didn't seem like a civilian. She may be an investigator from another country or a member of some organization. It would be nice if she had some information. I am Maya Cordelia, Princess of Cordelia. As a matter of courtesy, I have revealed my identity. Would you also state your names for the sake of courtesy as well? Oops, you're right. I am Fuma Kotaro, and they are Aishu Hebiko, Uehara Shikanosuke, Akiyama Rinko, and Miss Emily Simmons. As Fuma introduced everyone's names, the woman who called herself Maya tilted her head. Fuma? That's a very strange name. I've never heard such pronunciation before. Really? Judging by the name, is she a foreigner? Cordelia must be her family name. I suppose so, but I've never heard of a woman with the title of Princess of Cordelia. From the moment she heard the name, Emily entered the information into her drone to search. Princess of Cordelia. Judging by that title, it must be an empire, but no such nation existed on Earth. When she shared that information with the task force, the next thing they felt was the peculiarity of the woman who called herself Maya Cordelia. They couldn't understand why she would tell such an easily detectable lie. If she's going to lie, she should at least tell a better one. More importantly, where am I? Furthermore, your peculiar attire as well. What are your true identities? We are a unit belonging to the government to ensure regional safety. We go around defeating demonic beasts like the ones from a moment ago. Since he couldn't talk about Taimanins, Fuma answered by vaguely glossing over it. Maya's gaze sharpened. She must find the explanation suspicious. That attire is one thing, but that combat ability from a moment ago, it's not normal for an average human to have. Seriously, who are you? Please calm down, we're not your enemies. The sudden appearances of the space fog, the malfunction of the Zex, and now an encounter with humanoids of the very same species from an unknown planet. It's too well orchestrated to be a coincidence. Space... what? No, we just came here to examine the earthquake and exterminate demonic beasts that suddenly appeared in this area. Earthquake? Demonic beasts? Those things have nothing to do with me. Why did you approach me? What exactly is your purpose? She's completely suspicious of us. What was the space thing she mentioned? Does it mean earthquake in her native language? Linguistically, space fog might mean a literal fog in space. But since there's no way a fog could form in the vacuum of space, it's probably slang for something. The funny thing is that Emily is actually right about this. Fog can't form in the vacuum of space. And she's also right that linguistically speaking, space fog is literal fog in space. But because she is bound by this logic, she thinks it's a slang, and that makes her wrong. The conversation wasn't clicking at all. Maya's distrust grew. Fuma's party decided not to approach her any further, so as not to provoke her. Look, we've already explained our operational goals, so now tell us why you're here. Since we've revealed our identities out of courtesy, you should too. Well, I guess. I was caught in an accident during a mobility test of the Armored Cavalry Zex. That's why I'm here, but what planet is this? Armored Cavalry mobility test? Planet, you say? Those words none of them were present I've ever heard before. Even if she was simply asking where she was, they couldn't fathom why she would frame it as such on a massive scale as a planet. It was only natural, as in this era, Earth was the only place where humanity lived. If you're asking which planet, it's Earth. Earth? Then I'm in territory that's under the jurisdiction of Neoterra? Neo? Another word I've never heard of. What are you talking about? Neo. Is it like some kind of fanfiction lore in your head? Sounds like what Fuma would think of. Even I've never come up with such bizarre fanfiction lore, you know? You might be from Neoterra, but it seems that you know nothing about me. Well, obviously, Neoterra, Cordelia, is that some kind of empire? I've never heard those names before. What? It's Cordelia Empire, the largest fortress-type artificial celestial city in the solar system created on Uranus. You don't know? When Maya spoke, everyone else tilted their heads. Fuma looked at Emily. After all, she's the most knowledgeable person present. Humanity hasn't even properly reached the moon yet, so if you're talking about Uranus, we probably haven't even observed it in detail. I beg your pardon? This time Maya was shocked. She looked at Fuma and the squad with bewildered eyes. To Fuma and the task force, what Maya was saying was even hard to believe. It doesn't seem like you're lying. By any chance, did they hold some kind of cosplay photo shoot around here? In the middle of a danger zone where demonic beasts appear? I'd say that's the level of not knowing how precious your life is. Right. Then maybe she's from the future, judging by what looks like to be a skin-tight bodysuit. I don't think we can judge based on skin-tight bodysuit, considering Taimanin suits aren't all that different. A spacesuit will feel a bit more bulky in the first place. There's the issue of oxygen preservation. You would freeze to death in such a thin clothes in an extreme environment of space. That's a serious response. They conferred among themselves, but as expected, they couldn't find an answer. For now, shall we escort her to the shelter? Miss Maya, can we call you that? It's dangerous here, so for now, it would be better to evacuate to a safe place. For Fuma, he didn't want to spend any more time on Maya. After all, they had yet to uncover why the demonic beasts were growing so ferocious or what was causing the earthquakes. On top of that, he simply didn't have the luxury to keep humoring the strangely dressed humans spinning tales about some incomprehensible lore. No, I cannot leave this place. This place is within the territory of Neoterra. I am no different from a bird trapped in a cage. Somehow I must have Tristan find me. For Maya, receiving protection in enemy territory was troublesome, and although she had hidden it for now, if Armored Cavalry Zex was discovered, it would definitely develop into a problem. Driven by a sense of duty that she must be rescued quickly before that happens, she activated the rescue transmitter again. Then, all of a sudden... What? Murderous intent suddenly erupted from the surroundings. At the same time, a large number of demonic beasts appeared and surrounded Fuma and his party. They appeared out of nowhere. What on earth is happening? And the demonic beasts were suffering and groaning it. They were glaring at Fuma and his squad with bloodshot eyes. What the hell did you do? I only used the rescue transmitter. Maya drew her sword and she shouted. It was thin, long, and sharp, a rapier. The state of the demonic beast is strange. They're coming. I don't know anything about Planet Cordelia or whatnot, but one thing is for certain. Or one thing has become certain. What? The violent transformation of the demonic beast. It seems the cause is that transmitter. As suspected, ever since I crashed down on this planet, every time I used the transmitter, I've been attacked by these unknown primitive creatures. It is obvious that was the cause then. But this is standard rescue transmitter supplied by the Cordelia Empire. I've never heard of it making specific species violent. Despite her words, Maya's voice sounded somewhat lacking in confidence as she observed the demonic beast getting violent right in front of her. Seeing how she seemed to be honest, Fuma sighed. Anyway, could you show me that transmitter? Perhaps someone might have tampered with it. Okay. After hesitating for a moment, Maya handed the transmitter to Emily, who was... it was very small for a rescue device. Emily, who received it by hand, was surprised by its lightness. Do you think you can figure something out? This is amazing. Emily looked into it for a moment, and soon her eyes sparkled with surprise. I have no idea how this thing works. Huh? Wow. What is this, really? The structure is far more advanced than any technology on Earth. This tiny machine has enough energy stored to power dozens of my drones? It's so compact you can carry it around, and the energy charge rate, don't tell me, is it self-generating? It's literally a perpetual motion machine. A transmitter with such high function. A device like this hasn't even been put into practical use by the UFS yet. Wow, it's amazing. Can I take one? Whoa. I haven't seen Miss Emily this excited. Is it really a machine of unknown origin? Ah, give it back! Fuma confiscated this alleged transmitter from Emily and returned it to Maya. You are giving it back to me? We don't know of any use for it, and it's an important item for you, right? For now, it's enough just to have figured out that you are someone completely unknown to us. Honestly, Fuma was confused, but he didn't dig any deeper. The device was something capable of exciting Emily, someone who possessed an absolute highest intellect in the entire nation of the UFS. He concluded that the small transmitter alone was technology on the level of a state secret. I don't know who you really are, but I've decided that your existence and the information you possess are important, so we will also reveal our identities. We are the Taimanin, secret agents existing on the planet Earth, and we are investigating the cause of the anomalies occurring here under government orders. Maya Cordelia, I will protect you as an important witness to this anomaly. At the same time, I'd like you to cooperate with the investigation of the transmitter and the anomaly. Right now, this area is very dangerous. Everyone who lived here until now has been driven from their homes and exposed to the danger of demonic beasts. We want to solve this problem as soon as possible, and if it is solved, we Taimanins will do our best to help you solve your problem. What do you say? That was Fuma's sincere sentiment. He revealed their position and proposed cooperation head-on. There were 4 Taimanin present. If they really couldn't trust Maya, they could have used their numerical superiority to overpower her by force. The fact they weren't going for that option showed a positive mindset of acknowledging Maya as an equal and respecting her opinion. Right now, I'm clearly lacking the ways to ensure my own safety and gain the information needed to understand what is happening. At the very least, in the sense of obtaining local information, I have no choice but to cooperate with these people from the task force. I understand. Honestly, I lack common knowledge about this planet, and I do not understand the situation either. I would like to accept your proposal. That's a relief. Thank you for your cooperation, Maya Cordelia. You can just call me Maya. I am of royal blood, but it seems my own common sense does not apply in this land. Okay then, glad to have you with us, Maya. The other members decided to introduce themselves once again and discuss future protocol. That earthquake happened several days ago. Perhaps it was a shock from when I crash landed. You mentioned an armored cavalry earlier. I'm sure you called it Zex. Yes, I'm a pilot, so I do not know much about the technical side. But if I go to the place where I crash landed, I might be able to learn more about this phenomenon. I see. Alright, let's do that. I think I'll be able to see more of this kind of unknown machine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of weaponry this armored cavalry has. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know if it's unknown technology or whatnot, but whenever I'm near Miss Maya, my electric art goes haywire. Maybe in my suit or the armored cavalry system is interfering with the electricity. It's an unknown machine with an unknown system after all. Could it be affecting electricity-based ninja arts, even Hebiko's, which relies on sensing body heat and vibrations? I see. I know you're busy taking notes, but let's hurry, Miss Emily. The artificial fortress planet Cordelia and Neoterra, which aims for space management by Earthlings, and New Solar aiming for self-governance by space colonies and colony planets. I've never heard of any of them. We're struggling enough just living here on Earth. When Rinko quietly informed her that humanity has not yet advanced into space, Maya looked noticeably dejected and slumped her shoulders. I see. If what you're saying is true, that means humanity will eventually fly into space and fight in rockets. It's kind of sad that even after advancing into space, the conflict between humans continues. Then, does that mean Miss Maya came from the future? Maybe it's a parallel world, like one of the possibilities of how things could turn out. I see, but I hope it's the future. I want to go out into space someday and try fighting in a rocket. I prefer the parallel world angle. I don't want humans to be bickering with each other even after going into space. Alright, we're on a mission, so let's keep the small talk to a minimum. Usually you're the one who goes off track more. After moving forward for a while, they've arrived at near the place where armored cavalry called Zex is said to be hidden. What is that? The space looks like it's distorted. It also looks like a hole. I call it a portal for convenience, but because of that portal, I can't go near Zex. What do you... Oh, sorry about that. Before he could ask what she meant, he could see the answer. As the portal shook violently, demonic beasts appeared through the hole. That doesn't look like a gate to the demon realm. Is it possible that the portal is connected to a demonic beast nest somewhere? It's a possibility, and perhaps the transmitter is the reason why rampaging demons were destroying everything in their path. That portal thing, was it there when you came? No, I haven't seen it before, nor did I have the courage to go inside. Then I guess that hole is not connected to Miss Maya's world. No such strange creatures exist in my world. Yes, sir. I guess there are no demonic beasts in the future. Is that so? That's too bad. No chit chat. So Maya, what do you think about that portal? Fuma asked because Maya likely possessed knowledge from the most advanced civilization among them. Just before I was blown to this planet, I was caught in the space fog. Space fog is a phenomenon where fog occurs in outer space, which is normally impossible. Among experts, there's a hypothesis that space fog is a rift in a dimension that has already been destroyed. A hypothesis? Well, yeah, it makes no sense for an actual fog to occur in the vacuum of space. That means oxygen, the cause of the fog, is flowing in from somewhere. The hypothesis derives from the question, how did that oxygen appear in outer space? The idea is that it's connected to another plane through a rift in a destroyed dimension, causing the oxygen from there to flow out into space. I see. If you look at it that way, a phenomenon like fog appearing in space would make sense. So Maya was caught in this space fog and came to our world from beyond that rift in destroyed dimension. Is that it? If you go with the hypothesis, then yes. What should I do? I think what this Maya is saying might actually be true. Right, at the very least, whatever she's gone through is completely uncharted territory for us. Were you both not believing what she has been saying? Fuma and Rinko were considering the possibility that Maya might be lying on the spot to deceive the task force. And why wouldn't they? Outer space, artificial planets, giant robots, such things belonged in fiction, not reality. At least that was just common sense. Well, the giant robots are in Taimanin, so... It wasn't so much that Hebiko and Shikanosuke believed it right away, but rather that they just enjoyed letting their imaginations run wild together. If it's all true, that makes this woman an actual princess of the empire. I hope it doesn't develop into a diplomatic issue. For now, it would be best to stop calling her just Maya. Okay. Really, you all. Still, this demonic beast didn't exist in your world, right, Miss Maya? If so, does the location that portal connects to change over time? Or is the portal Miss Maya passed through a different place? Since I did not move Zex, I believe it's probably the same portal. I see, this is just a hypothesis, but perhaps we could view it as a collision between dimensional distortion caused by the space fog and the dimension connected to the demon realm, causing them to connect. An earthquake occurred due to that impact, and that might be why demonic beasts are appearing from the portal. The demon realm's gates and the transfer of demonic beasts haven't been fully grasped yet. In terms of possibility, it might not be improbable, I suppose. Come to think of it. Oh, sorry. Come to think of it, the demon realm is also like another dimension. Then, in the worst case, does that mean Miss Maya's world and the demon realm have also been connected? I don't know the situation over there, but if the portal isn't one way, that is a possibility. That can't be. However, the space fog is connected to outer space, right? In that case, they'd be in a situation where they're thrown into a vacuum and face instant death. Demonic beasts have forms that are vastly different from humans, but the number of individuals that can survive in a vacuum is extremely limited. It's probably only like the undead ones that can survive, like the race. The undead or the ghosts, or like the race and stuff like that. For one thing, if they were to suddenly throw into space, it would have died instantly. Anyway, we need to assess the danger of that hole in the dimension and why demonic beasts are continuously appearing. I'm sure King of the Death Race could survive being in space. At first, Fuma didn't even half believe it, thinking it was all a made-up story, but as Maya's situation began to take on an air of truth, he started to get a headache. Space, giant robots. And a hole to another dimension that might have connected to Demon Realm. Jeez. No matter how much clearance we have as a task force, this goes beyond the scope of what a single unit can handle. What's your take? That's certainly true. Setting aside the credibility of Miss Maya's claim for now, it would be better to get confirmation from superiors regarding the response to that demonic realm gate-like manner. I agree. To investigate that portal, we currently lack the equipment. Me too. If I act on my own and fail, I don't think it will end at the level of just making a simple mistake during the mission. But what are we going to do? Deciding how to deal with this person based on the fuel judgment itself seems like it will be a problem. Does that mean you're going to just ignore the situation? Seeing the attitude of Fuma and his party, Maya was flustered. She was alone on this planet, in this world. Over the past few days, having realized she couldn't do a single thing on her own, a look of vulnerability, something that she would have normally never show, slipped through as she desperately asked for help. No, that's not it. But Fuma immediately denied it. I think it's impossible for us alone to solve this situation right now. So how about this? If only you're okay with it, you can come back with us this time. I'd like to bring equipment, machinery, and personnel to check the situation again later. What do you mean? So we'll guarantee you a place to sleep and eat and your safety. In exchange, we'd like you to lend us your knowledge for the upcoming investigation. But we don't know the conditions of the portal's appearance. If it's appearing with Miss Maya as the point of origin, then Gosho or any shelter she stays in will all be in danger. That's a possibility. In fact, the portal did appear at the location where Miss Maya was transferred. But we can't leave her here. Even so, bringing along a key figure who could trigger who knows what doesn't exactly feel safe. Naturally, everyone's opinions differed over Fuma's proposal. Ultimately, they had too little information, no time to mull over their decision. But we can't leave a person behind at a place where demonic beasts are on the rampage. Even for the sake of the investigation, Maya has to stay with us. As Fuma was trying to persuade the others, the transmitter Maya was holding started ringing. Copy. Do you copy? We have a signal. This is Maya. Do you copy? This is Maya. Lost connection. Transmission. Alive. Please respond. Damn it, is this not working? Please connect. It sounds like they know your transmitter is on, but they're not getting your reply. Can you understand what they're saying? The signal is awful, but I can roughly understand. It seems that the portal is still connected to your world. For real? If that's true, then I might be able to cross over to my world right now through that portal. Please lend me your strength. Activate Zex and let me go through that portal to my... Whether drawn by the frequency or because the portal got linked to yet another world, a distorted demonic beast emerged from it this time. An utter monstrosity, the danger it posed was palpable at a glance. Looks like a big one has shown up. What should we do, Captain? I will run Zex myself. Please cover me. As Renko calmly assessed the situation, Maya looked ready to rush towards Zex right away, and Fuma, wait, for now we're retreating. He grabbed Maya's hand and pulled her away from where she had been standing. Seeing this, the other members also began preparing to retreat. What? Why? With our current strength protecting you while fighting a horde of demonic beasts and that monstrosity, it's impossible. We'll retreat first and then try again. Then I will go alone. No, I can't let you die in vain. Fuma gripped Maya's hands tightly and forcibly pulled her away and moved her away from the place where Zex was. As the captain of the task force, I'm not trying to weigh your life against my comrades. I'm choosing a path where not a single person has to die. Please understand. Maya, who was in charge, Maya, who also charged the battlefields, piloting her armored cavalry, found herself utterly speechless after hearing what he had to say as the captain of the task force. If I were in his shoes, how would I have responded? She couldn't answer right away. However, at least she stopped herself from thoughtlessly rushing towards Zex. It's settled then. I'll take the rear guard. Will you be fine on your own? Well, if it gets dangerous, I'll retreat with Void Art. Now, go, run. There are too many demonic beasts and the number keeps increasing. The machine's energy. The task force tried to leave the portal with Rinko at the rear, but this time the number of demonic beasts coming out of the portal was abnormally high. Why are there so many, and the ferocity? The cause was the transmitter Maya has. It was strictly one way, but even now a voice is continuously speaking on the other side. And because the device was connected, its active radio waves were driving the demonic beast into a frenzy. Miss Maya, can you turn off that transmitter? It looks like the demonic beasts are going berserk because of its radio waves. But I thought the radio waves only made the demonic beast ferocious. Why did the numbers increase suddenly? This is just a quick assessment, but maybe it's because the transmitter on the other side of the portal is also emitting signals. Because of that, the signal might be reaching the other world as well, driving those beasts into a frenzy and drawing them straight toward the portal. Then we don't even know how many might come out. As Hepiko shouted in despair, a heavy weight suddenly settled onto the shoulders of Fuma and his party. No, it won't turn off. Ugh, at this rate, even retreating will be impossible. If we retreat while leading this number of ferocious demonic beasts, the damage will spread to other villages, plus that twisted-looking demonic beast. It's fighting on par with Rinko. It's as strong as it looks. Without time to ponder a decision on what to do, the demonic beast rushed in like an unstoppable wave. What should we do, Captain? Shall we withdraw with Void Art? No, if we don't do something about this wave of demonic beasts, the damage will spread across all of Japan. We will annihilate the demonic beast right here, no matter what. Maya, turn off that transmitter by any means. The task force will hold the line. Protect Maya and survive. It's not a new enemy, but it's a different entry animation, I think. It's kind of big. Huh? Even though they were surrounded by countless demonic beasts, the sword energy of the Ito style did not dull, and with a single flash, dozens of them were severed. However, not even a few seconds later, the space was filled again with more demonic beasts. The task force was surrounded on all sides and had lost any plans to escape. The wave of demonic beasts appearing from the portal won't stop. The number keeps increasing. Eek, my multiple legs are not enough. I'm also all worn out. What should I do? Everyone is at their limit now. Fighting against such a large army of demonic beasts, I've never even experienced this in a simulation. Even with the stamina of the Taimanins, mental and physical fatigue was piling up due to the unknown situation and the hopeless continuance of battle. This was no exception for the veteran Taimanin Akiyama Rinko. Fuma, we're at our limit. Permission to retreat. I'll send at least you guys out of the battlefield with my Void Art. Just us? No way. Damn it, I'll hold on somehow. So Fuma, please come up with something. Damn it, don't give up. Miss Emily, to Maya, do something about that transmitter. It's too much. Even Emily was keeping up a relentless pace, deploying and pushing her drones to their limits just to hold the line. Her weapon barrels were burning so hot that they looked ready to explode at any second. Yet she couldn't stop. If she ceased fire for even a moment, the perimeter she was guarding would be breached instantly. And Fuma and the others would be caught in the pincer attack by a massive horde of demonic beasts with absolutely no way out. What should I do? I know the cause, but the signal is being unilaterally sent from outside the portal. A way to tell them is... The signal is being transmitted unilaterally from this mothership to Maya's transmitter. If they could just cut the connection, the ferocity of this demonic beast would at least subside. That much is certain. You said your name is Fuma Makotaro, right? What? We're a bit busy, so can you turn off that transmitter somehow? I have a question. If I were to stay in this world, would you and your peers protect me? Do you really have to ask that right now? It's an important matter. Fuma slashed through the swarming demonic beast and nodded immediately. Yes, I will protect you with all my might, and I will also provide you support as much as possible. Well, space sounds romantic, you know. I also want to go to space someday. Driven by frantic exertion, exhaustion and starvation hit his brain, sparking a bizarre rush of euphoria. Fueled by the mania, Fuma roared with wild fervor. Otherwise, it felt like he would break in this desperate situation. I won't leave you behind, and we will all go back alive without a single person missing. So you don't you give up either. Okay then. Maya shouted and turned up the volume of the transmitter to maximum. The radio waves grew stronger, and the wave of demonic beasts became fiercer in response. What are you doing? Hiya! At that moment, Maya threw the transmitter toward the portal. The transmitter went straight into the portal, and immediately after that, the demonic beasts that had been rampaging while chasing the radio waves now rushed towards it, flowing in reverse. What? Watching that strange sight, Shikanosuke, who had been pushing his limits, clasped and muttered. Beside him, Hebiko, covered in wounds and gasping for breath, was staring at the portal with an equally surprised expression. Are they gone now? We're saved. As Hebiko said that and sat down with a thud, Rinko and Fuma immediately observed the situation. Or observed the surroundings. However, even while doing so, the demonic beasts just kept jumping into the portal as if they had gone berserk. So the hypothesis was right. The radio waves from the alternate world really are driving the demonic beasts berserk. I have to wonder, are they fundamentally different in nature from our own? Please save that contemplation for after the situation has calmed down. For the next few minutes, the demonic beasts continued to jump into the portal, chasing the transmitter without even glancing at Fuma and the others, and when the last one jumped in, the portal became explosively huge, swallowed the giant robot, the armored cavalry, and contracted, then it closed completely. Although the portal was closed, the area where it had been still looked distorted, as if the background was warped. It closed. Was it okay just to close it? Hearing Shikanosuke's question, everyone's gaze turned toward Maya. Can I ask what happened? Yes, this is also just a hypothesis, but the dimensional rift caused by the occurrence of the space fog does not last that long. From the time that space fog is spotted, it takes a few days at most to disappear. The disappearance of the fog in outer space means the dimensional rift has closed. If the oxygen supply disappears, it's natural for the fog to disappear. After I came to this world, the time the rift could exist was already nearing its limit. If so, as a final gamble, I thought it'd be more efficient if the portal took those demonic beasts that are flocking to the transmitter signal with it, right? Zex, I did not expect that it'd also take the armored cavalry though. Muttering that quietly, Maya let out a sigh. That may be so, but she did something bold. The transmitter of the portal. Is that really okay though? The means of communication, that robot, and your way back have all disappeared. He's right, if that portal disappears, your means to return to your world have also disappeared? I judged that there was no other way. It seemed that the cause of those demonic beasts going berserk was technology from my world. You were fighting for me, risking your life to protect me, so I could not put your world in danger. Whatever the situation, I ended up bringing danger to your world, thinking that I had no choice but to do this. No, I'm sorry. Forcing you to make a decision like that when you're the one who got caught up in this disaster in the first place. As such things calmed down, the reality of what would happen if she could never return her own world set in. The situation is so unthinkable, Fuma couldn't even imagine what Maya was going through. Thinking of her plight, it felt like anything he said would only hurt her. It's fine, I took care of the danger that happened because of me with my own hands. For now, that's enough. No matter, surely, there must be a way to return to my world. But her voice trembled by the end of her words. Her calm expression stiffened and tears welled up in her beautiful eyes. Alright, the one who's actually most anxious about what comes next is her. Fuma thought this and wanted to cheer her up somehow, but not knowing what to do, he could only stand there still. The others were the same. Will I ever be able to go back? There's no one who could answer her tear-filled voice. After finishing the battle with a great army of demonic beasts that appeared endlessly from the portal which connected this world and another world, Fuma Kotaro was sighing while writing a report, having returned to Gosha headquarters. After the incident, Maya Cordelia underwent several investigations and questioning regarding the sudden contact with another dimension, and the creation of the portal that served as the passage to it. This phenomenon was named Space-Time Quake. Fuma reported on the special disaster called Space-Time Quake, the abnormal phenomenon he experienced, and the invasion of demonic beasts through the dimensional portal. Let's see. A strict interrogation and investigation to force data disclosure regarding Fuma were conducted by Chief Yamamoto and several staff members of Section 3. They focus heavily on the dimensional invasion via the portal, as well as the phenomenon where the demonic beast mutated and grew ferocious due to the radio waves emitted from Maya's transmitter. I can't believe they actually accept the phenomenon as real. Truth be told, trying to explain unknown disasters like the space-time quake or these bizarre anomalies would usually just be dismissed as a blatant lie. However, the existence of Maya, the mysterious princess from the future world of Cordelia, offered definitive proof. It was no exaggeration to say that the problem had fallen into an even more troublesome situation. Although they succeeded in closing the dimensional portal thanks to Maya's quick thinking in the critical situation, it is also true that the opportunity to obtain countless new information was lost because of this. For example, the existence of the woman named Maya Cordelia. Thanks to her, they were able to escape the crisis, but there is no means to prove who she really is. The task force testified that they were able to finish the operation safely and return to Gosha thanks to her, and appealed to Section 3 that she's not a dangerous person. However, whether that alone is enough to assert that she is safe to be around is another story. As a captain, Fuma could understand that argument. To protect one's subordinates, a leader has to suspect the unknown. In the absence of definitive proof, such caution was only natural and entirely understandable. Because the mutation caused by Maya's transmitter left no viral trace or biological anomaly in the beast's corpse, the investigation was still underway. The questions lingered. Why did the demonic beast become ferocious? Does every technology from Maya's world have a negative impact on the demonic beasts of this world? There are too many things we don't know. It seems Section 3 wanted to keep matters regarding Maya confidential, so they granted permission for Gosha to protect Maya. Moving forward, the investigation regarding the space-time quake will likely proceed with Maya as a key figure. Human-on-human conflict, the endless war between humans and demons, and now an alternate dimension? Really, the problems in this world never end. Fuma finished writing the report and closed his eyes while self-deprecating. His exhausted vision was engulfed in darkness, and he began to entrust his weight to the chair along with a comfortable sense of fatigue. If I fall asleep like this, it would be very cozy. Fuma. Suddenly someone called his name. It was an unfamiliar voice and unique nuance of address. At the same time, hearing her unique footsteps for Gosha's standard, he opened his eyes. Have you been, princess? When Fuma teased Maya with an exaggerated attitude, as if playing a joke, she smiled as if she were enjoying this. Her expression was different from the one without composure when they first met. This must be her true self. Yes, today's examination is all finished. Thanks to your task force vouching for me, there were no issues with the investigation regarding me. The ferocity of the demonic beast due to the transmitter, if that had been mistaken for a weapon, Maya might have been unfairly considered a dangerous person. Fuma smiled at her words of gratitude toward the task force, who had strongly denied any accusation against her. That's a relief. If there's anything you need, please tell me anytime. I will do my best to accommodate. Also, since the task force has many female members, you will be able to consult comfortably, even about things that are hard to tell a man. As Fuma was lost in thought, saying, also, Maya raised her hand to stop him. I'm deeply grateful for your thoughtfulness. What I wanted to tell you today is that, from now on, I will investigate on my own and find a way to return to my original world. I want to convey that resolution to you. Therefore, there is no need for you to think that the decision back then was your responsibility. For Maya, that transmitter was absolutely necessary to return to her original world. However, the reason she had no choice but to discard it was because the task force did not have the strength to protect her. Strictly speaking, Fuma and the task force were the ones who got caught in the crossfire, simply because they happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But because they were the ones who couldn't protect her and were the ones who received help, Fuma felt even more indebted. When Maya spoke, mindful of Fuma's attitude, he felt that a small weight had been lifted off his shoulders. However, is that so? Even so, the fact that they were the ones who received help and were saved does not change. Fuma made up his mind firmly. From now on, for Maya's sake, he would investigate the space-time quakes, gather information, and send her back to her original world safely. We have many opportunities to travel around various countries on this planet due to our missions. If there are any new space-time quakes or information that seems related to them, I will pass it on to you, Miss Maya. You really don't need to. No, I've already got involved this far. I want to see it through to the end properly. I want to help. You are a strange person. As Maya chuckled, Fumo laughed along. His heart eased, the tension dissolved, and his shoulders loosened up. Many problems will arise in the future, but still, for now, Maya will join in their daily life. If that's to be it, he hoped she would smile happily and have hope for the future. I don't want to make her cry anymore. The way she cried when she realized she couldn't go back was unforgettable. The sheer weight of her anxiety to never return home, to never see her family again. Tokiko, Saika, Nagi, Hebiko, and the others, for me. Her anxiety was something he couldn't begin to fathom, therefore Fuma chose to help her, determined to bring a smile back to her face. None other than her. Vowing that to himself, he left the headquarters with Maya. That's an interesting story. Okay, alright. I'll be right back. Okay, alright. Okay, alright, I'm back. Whew. I have a Twitter notification. What's this about? Okay, alright. I mainly just have like the bonus missions left to do. But I also want to do, wait. I think I'm capped out on, yeah, I'm capped out on hot springs. Alright, let's do some Total War. Unfortunately, I don't have Maya Cordelia yet. So, I don't have... Or... I mean, I could theoretically make another team if I got Maya Cordelia, but I'm waiting for her to become free-to-play, so... It sucks that Apple had to, like, screw over Action Taimanin. And delay the freaking update by like 2 weeks or something. I'm getting notifications. Oh, you know what? I should keep this up. Oh, crap. Right when it ended. Alright, where's my mouse? There we go. Kurenai Y and... Is that it? Is that like a... I don't know. The party seems kind of like... Not a great party, but I mean, it's fine. I'm not exactly min-maxing for this mode. Man, by now I should have Maya Cordelia, but freaking Apple had to be lame about everything and prevent the update because it was too lewd, and yet I think Mickey is still on the App Store, which I feel like Mickey and like Brown Dust are a lot worse. I don't know if I'm gonna get the outfit for her. She's kind of cool, but I don't like use her all that much. I don't know. It's expensive, I think. I might just wait for like when they give it out for free during like an anniversary. Ugh. Sorry about that.
新しい技やったな。作戦時間残り少ないぞ。見事だ。
I'm not a big fan of Total War, honestly. I kind of wish Total War was a bit more active, but you kind of just have to hyper optimize your teams, which I mean, I guess it makes sense from like it's a game mode where you kind of have to test your ability to optimize your teams, but on the same note, it's just like I wish I would prefer it's more active where you actually play. Let's see. I think I need to use the bathroom. Luckily, this is autoplay, so I'll be right back. Watch my hot mini bros fight. Whew, I'm back. Okay. 5 more fights of this. Wow. Tokiko and Astral suck. I don't know about that. I mean, whatever works, right? That's China. I was like, wait, I thought Astaroth already fought, but this was, that's the boss, not my Astaroth.
どこにいるのでしょう。それでは
What is
行きま
this?
しょうか。時間は大丈任務完了。どうですか、私の活躍は。
全員殺しちゃって構わないわね。
Okay, alright. I think. Oh, this is the last one because I think Obro is one of our weakest characters. So.
次はもう少し歯ごたえある敵を用意なさい。
少し休むか。無理はするなよ。
Let's see. Let's level up Chizu some more.
少しさ
And
号令をかけてくれ。少し
my
休
rank
むか。
reset.
無理はするなよ。
I'm top rank still. Okay, that's fine. That's how I
君か。さ号令をかけてくれ。準備はできている。
Wait, who do I have in the
君か。
skill
どこに行くんだ。
skill training? Ragnarok, Kasaka, Shizuru, and Lapis. Okay, let's do
君か。
this.
さ号令をかけ。少しどこに行くんだ。少し休むか。無理はする
Man,
な
I'll
よ。
charge fast. What the heck? Oh, let's put it back on.
おお。さ
Okay, so
号
daily
令をかけてくれ。
quest. Because they
準備は
added
でき
new
ている。
stuff to the drop post here, I should probably do these ones. So let's start off with Ragnarok. Lapis and Shizuru, I think so. Oh, isn't this the one where you have to fight like 4 bosses at once? Yeah.
死に
Doing Anaros for some
こ
reason.
れで終わるでまだ終わらせないでやったわねまだはっこ これでまだ死になさい。
Yeah, this is just like a boss rush. Pretty crazy boss rush too, because all these bosses do a lot of damage.
生きなさい。貫けクローズ剣烈撃心。そこよ。貫けクローズスピア。はは剣烈撃心。これで生きなさい。これでは準備ができたわ。
桃地なぎ
はあ剣烈撃心。はい生きなさい。は貫けクローズスピア。はそこよ。は貫けクローズスピア。まだ終わらせないでクローズスピア。剣烈撃心。
Ah, damn it.
私が
Alright, let's try that again. Damn, these girls do so much damage. I'm at half life already, what the heck? I'll save Ragnarok support for the next boss wave.
桃地なぎ
Focus spear, please. Thank you. I'm dead. Unless. Ah, damn it. Man, the damage in this mode is nutty. I think like Shizuru might be able to handle it because she's got she's got self-sustain, but I don't want to use my skip tickets for this, so yeah, my Shizuru is a lot stronger than my Ragnarok, please. Ow. It should be fine. I should be able to activate Sprout Garden again, worst case scenario.
ップグリップスプラウトガーデン行きますトウウィップグリップ
Another one.
ももちなぎ
インズリップ
There we go.
行きます
I was like, did I just kill myself by using Queen's Whip? Because it can't cancel out of Queen's Whip.
まだまだスプラウトガーデン次エングリップインズリップ
Should we just take down Sakura? Oh no. Outweighted.
ウィップグリップそれヘイお見事ですヘイインズリップ自慢ではないけれどこれぐらいね
Okay, alright. Sorry about a lot of delays. I'm just like getting distracted by a lot of things. Actually, I know I should be focusing on stream, but there's so much going on. Screw it. I'll just skip tickets. And I think it was Lapis that I was also using. I'm not sure if Lapis can handle this. I'm not confident because Lapis is one of my weaker characters. Plus Lapis is like a weak character in general, so. After this I need to save more skip tickets though. Speaking of, or not skip tickets, but thank you for reminding me, Rinko. Let's see if I can upgrade your weapon. I cannot, I need more of these. That's fine. It's okay.
少し休むか無理はするなよ
Get on this place. Yep.
少し休むかどこに行くんだどこに行くん
Get
だ
another login. Literally just one more. Ooh, I get the sword dressed as Astrea. Nice. Okay. Let me do one more Daisy. I know exactly what I can do. I just do this. How much AP do I need? 120. Good enough. Okay, alright. I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to close out the stream and send you all somewhere. Damn it.
真の力を見せてやる。その調子だ。
Catch.
大撃貢献。
I can attack. Oh, as a sign.
ももちなぎ貫けマイル大撃貢献。
Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. I do have some self-sustain, so it's not like terrible, but
貫け大撃貢献。
Full rush. Oh, Dora no attack.
見せてやろう。真の力を見せてやる。疾風陣内。貫け大撃貢献。逃がさん電光石火。もも疾風陣内。
Single.
大撃貢献。ついてきながら。
Spin. Yeah, the moment I like get hit, it's just kind of brutal. I just take a lot of damage.
貫け。
Luckily, my ring has self-sustain, so that's like the important thing.
その調子だ。貫け
Catch.
大撃貢献。疾風陣内。見せてやろう。
Okay.
上原凛の本物の力を。ももちなぎ。
Of course, they all spawn in separate locations. I can just AoE them all down.
貫けついてしながら。真の力を見せてやる。
I want to do full rush. Come on.
ついていながら。
Just get Finch out of it.
疾風陣内。貫け大撃貢献。疾風陣内。貫け大撃貢献。疾風陣内。よっ。逃がさん電光石火。
Yeah, I just get flinched out of it. Like I try to start a combo, just get flinched. Nah, it's unfortunate. Oh wow, she's maxed out on the SP. I didn't realize that. I gotta fix that.
出立前にみんなに顔を見せてやれ。
There we go. Fixed.
少しどこに行くんだ？君か。おはよう。出立前にみんなに顔を見せてやれ。
Hmm.
どんな格好だろうと任務に支障はない。
That's a cool looking sword. Can I give her like a red color scheme? Let's see. Red and black. Oh, white and red. Can I do that? I want the outer one to be... I want the outer one to be white. That's good. I'll lock that one in. Not exactly the red I'm looking for. That's better. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I want.
どんな格好だろうと任務に支障はない。
It's also my colors too, so I'll take it.
少し休むか。どこに行くんだ？どこに行くんだ？君か。おはよう。
Let's see here. Oh man, that was hard too. You know what? I'll just finish this one and then I'll send you guys on your way. That's really nice looking. Combined with that sword, I think it looks good. Fashion in the true game. Doesn't matter what it is, fashion is always the end game. Alright, let's see who can raid Duffy. Alright, good night everyone. Tomorrow is going to be Elden Ring. It's been a while since I played that one, so that'll be fun. Oh wait, I can... ooh. Let's do this. Let's evolve this. Legend skill slot +1. I wonder what that means. Oh, I see. Okay, alright. So extra passive effects. It's gonna be super expensive, but oh damn, that takes a lot to forge. What the heck? How do you get this? Crafting facility? Oh, that's a lot of Demonite that you need. Is there any other way to get this? No, you need Demonite, it looks like.
無事終わりましたね。よかったです。
君か。おはよう。
Okay, well, let's send you on your way. Duffy is streaming, so you'll go to Duffy. /raid Doleful Bird. Okay, good night everyone. Elden Ring tomorrow.